In this class, we will discuss about question number 7, exercise 9.1, some applications of trigonometry. We studied chapter number 8. What about the chapter number 8? Introduction to trigonometry. And chapter number 9, this is what? Some applications of the trigonometry. So we are discussing about the applications of the trigonometry. So what about the question? Question is what? From a point on the ground. We are having one point on the ground. This is a point. A is what? One point. From a point on the ground, the angles of the elevation of the bottom and the top of a transmission tower fixed at the top of 20-meter high building. 20-meter height of a building. What? Observe, from a point on the ground, we are having one point on the ground and we are having one building, and height of that building is what? 20 meter. In the question we are having height of building is what? 20 meter. 20 meter. Clear? This is the building and its height is what? BC. BC is what? Building and its height is what? 20 meter. Now, the angle of elevation of the bottom and the top of the transmission tower fixed at the top of a 20-meter high building. Where is the transmission tower fixed? We are having one transmission tower and this tower is fixed at the where? Top of a building. We are having 20 meters height building, and at the top of this building we fixed a transmission tower. CD is what? Transmission tower. We fixed one person observing this tower. Then angle of elevation of the bottom. Now observe this one. Angle of elevation means, what is the angle of elevation? Once we raise head, then we are getting what? Angle of elevation. So now this is the tower. It's a tower, bottom is this one, and angle of elevation of the tower and the top of the tower, it's bottom. Tower, bottom is C point and top of this tower is D point. So one person is standing there. Clear? One person observing this tower, its bottom and its top. And what about the angle? The angle of elevation are what? Angle of elevation are 45 degree and 60 degree respectively. What? The angles of the elevation of the bottom and the top. First, this 45 is what? Angle of elevation of what? Bottom. Now this is the transmission tower, its bottom is this one, and its angle of elevation is what? 45 degree. It is given in the question. Now its top is this one, tower top is this one, and its angle of elevation is what? 60 degree. Clear? Now we want to find what? Find the height of the tower. We want to find what will be the height of this tower. Observe. We want what? Height of this tower. So how we will find? We are having what? Angle of elevation and this side. Height of building we are having. It means once this is what? This is like a right angled triangle. Right triangle, this one, its one side and angle is given, then we can find its base. So first we will use this triangle, and this triangle, its acute angle is 45 and its opposite side is this one, and it is what? 20 meter. It is the height of building and its angle is this one. We want base. Acute angle, opposite side will be what? Perpendicular, and its adjacent side will be what? Base. So what we are doing, in a right angle triangle ABC, we are using this triangle and we will use tangent theta. Why? Because we are having perpendicular and base. We require base, we are having perpendicular, so we should use what? Tangent theta, and theta value is what? 45. So tangent 45 will be what? BC upon AB. BC is perpendicular and AB is what? Base. Clear? So now I am putting the values of what? Tangent 45 value will be what? 1. Tangent 45 is what? 1. And BC is what? BC is the height of building and it is given 20 meter. And what about the AB? AB we assumed we want the height of the tower. We assumed the height of the tower will be h meter. We assumed this one is the h, and base AB, distance between this point to building, we assumed what? X meter. So AB is the distance between observation point to building, and this is what? X we assumed. So finally what we can say, once we solve this one, we are getting X equal to 20 meter. It means what? This point, what? Distance from this point to building will be what? 20 meter we observed. Clear? Easy one. Now we require what? We require height of the tower. Clear? We don't want this one, we require this one. So now we will consider this triangle. We will consider first we consider triangle ABC. ABC we consider, we are having one angle and side, we obtain base. Clear? By using trigonometric ratio. Now once we consider ABD, this triangle, then again in which we are having acute angle 60 degree, angle of elevation for the top position of a tower will be the 60 degree. So what we can say, tangent 60 degree equal to what? Tangent theta will be what? Perpendicular. This is the acute angle, its opposite side will be what? This one, and it will be what? Perpendicular, and perpendicular upon base. So BD is what? Perpendicular, and AB is base. So tangent 60 degree can be written as BD upon AB. So what will be the value of tangent 60 degree? Tangent 45 1. Tangent 45 is what? 1. Tangent 30 degree is 1 upon square root of 3. So tangent 60 degree will be what? Square root of 3. And BD is what? BD will be 20 meter is the height of a building, plus we assumed h is what? Height of a tower. So we can say 20 plus h. 20 plus h will be what? 20 plus h will be the what? BD for this triangle is a perpendicular, and this will be what? This plus this one, 20 plus h. Now what about the AB equal to what? X meter, and X is what? 20 meter. So directly we can put AB will be what? 20 meter. How we are getting AB? First we use this triangle, this right triangle, and tangent 45 will be what? This upon this, and once we solve, then we are getting the base of this triangle, and AB will be what? 20 meter. Clear? Now solve this one. This can be written as 20 square root of 3 equal to 20 plus h. We want h. So transpose this towards the left. 20 square root of 3 minus 20 equal to h. So finally what we can say? 20 is common. Square root of 3 minus 1 equal to h. This can be written as what? Interchanging of left side towards the right and right towards the left, then we are getting height of a building h. H will be what? Height of a building h, and this will be what? H will be 20 square root of 20 into square root of 3 minus 1 meter will be what? Our answer. Are you getting or not? H is what? We assumed height of a tower is h meter. So what values we obtain? H equal to what? 20 square root of 3 minus 1 meter, and this is what? Height of this transmission tower. Again observe what we are doing in this question. Easy. This is the what? Application of a trigonometry. So we are having some applications in this exercise. We studied some applications. Now we are discussing this question. What about this question? From a point on the ground, we are having one point on the ground. This is the surface. We are having one point. The angle of elevation of the bottom and the top of a transmission fixed at the top of the 20-meter high building. We are having one building, and at the top of this building we fixed one transmission tower. So this is a transmission tower. Its height is 20 meter. Now we want the height of this one, and the angle of elevation of the bottom and the top of the transmission tower fixed at the top of the 20-meter high building are 45 degree and 60 degree respectively. So for the bottom, first bottom we are having 45 degree. This is the point on the ground. So its angle of elevation for this bottom angle of elevation means what? Raising head. So we are raising head and we are observing this one and making what angle? 45 degree. And for the top we are, what is the angle of elevation? 60 degree. Clear? So first we will use this right triangle in which we are having angle and this perpendicular. Then we obtain this one, and this one is what? X we assumed, and this is what? 20 meter. Clear? Now we will consider this right triangle ABD, and in which angle of acute angle is what? 60 degree. Then tangent 60 will be what? Perpendicular upon base. Base we obtain, this is 20 meter, and BD will be what? Building plus tower height. So 20 plus S. After solving we are getting H equal to what? 20 square into square root of 3 minus 1 meter, and this will be what? Height of a tower. So we obtain already building height we are having 20 meter. We want the height of this transmission tower, and this we assume the H, and its value will be what? This one. I hope you understand this question. That's all about this question. Thank you so much.